Right here with Bob Arum. Bob just had the weigh-in for Vasily Lomachenko, George Kambosos. An extended stare down there. What do you read into these stare downs over the last couple of days?
Absolutely nothing. Really means absolutely nothing. I mean, Kambosos decided that he would do the stare down, and Loma responded. But two great fighters, and it should be a really good fight.
We also had Vasily slightly late to the weigh-in today. Anything in there?
No, because the room is quite a bit away from this room, and so I guess they miscalculated how long it would take to get to the room, but absolutely nothing to read into it.
How do you think both fighters looked up there? George is always very eager to get in the ring. Vasily looks very calm and measured. Is that how you see it?
Well, they're just reflecting their personalities. So again, it means nothing, because I've seen George this way for many fights, and I've seen even more fights with Vasily, and Vasily has a personality that doesn't change no matter what the fight is.
Who's got more at stake in this fight, do you think? Obviously, George, 2 losses to Devin Haney. Vasily lost last time out to Devin Haney, but who's got more at stake here, Bob?
Well, I thought Haney, he clearly beat George in both of those fights, but I thought that Loma beat Haney in their fight. Everybody around me at ringside thought Loma had won the fight, except the judges. It is what it is. That's boxing.
Is a fight with Shakur Stevenson the most likely outcome for the winner in this fight, do you think?
Well, I haven't discussed it with either fighter, but Shakur is penciled in for July the 6th in Newark against the German lightweight. After that, we'll see.
Did I see Shakur say that he could be a free agent after his next fight? What's the status there?
Well, that's true. That could be. He is. His contract, which I think went 6 or 7 years, something like that, with us has run out. It's been a great relationship. So when a contract runs out, the fighter has the opportunity to look around and see what the best deal is for him. And we're optimistic that Shakur will decide that Top Rank is the best home for him. But he's clearly a free agent after his next fight. Well, Loma was a free agent as well, but he decided that his best opportunities would be to fight under the Top Rank banner. So he signed an extension about a couple of years ago. This goes on in boxing all the time. It goes on in other sports. That's what a free agent means. And Top Rank and Shakur have had a great relationship. He's a terrific fighter, nice young man. But his contract will be over with the fight in July. And then he'll look around and hopefully he'll realize that Top Rank is the best home. And if he finds something that he feels is better, so be it. That's what free agency means.
Big topic at the moment, Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia. What did you make of that fight, Devin Haney's loss to Ryan Garcia?
Well, he clearly lost the fight, and Ryan Garcia, hit him a couple of really few times with that solid left hook. But then it's all got tainted by this drug testing. So I don't want to comment on that until the commission does, because I think there's a second specimen that they'll be evaluating.
if the test does return positive when all the investigations conclude, do you think Haney will look to push for a no contest in that fight?
Well, it should be a no contest. If Ryan Garcia, in fact, tests positive, then he had an unfair advantage, and under the rules, it should be declared a no contest. I mean, I don't think. I mean that's even if it had been a first or second round knockout, that would be the case.
Canelo Alvarez, Jaime Munguia. Did you see that fight? What did you make of Canelo's win?
Well, I think Munguia is a very, very good fighter, but he doesn't have the experience that Canelo does. And Canelo still has a lot of gas in the tank. He's still a top fighter. And I think the decision was correct. I mean, Canelo won that fight. But Munguia did not disgrace himself. He put up a good fight and lost to a more experienced fighter.
Why do you think we haven't seen that Canelo Benavidez fight yet?
I don't know. I'm not involved with that. I don't know the machinations. I don't know behind the scenes. You know, again, I don't like to comment on something I really know nothing about.
What about Terence Crawford? He's rumours floating around that His Excellency wants to make a potential fight with Canelo. Do you think going up that high in weight is too risky for Crawford?
Boxing is a professional sport, and His Excellency can make whatever fight he wants because he has the money to do that. So, again, I think they have the Saudis are putting on a big fight card in Los Angeles in August, early August, and Terence will be fighting junior middleweight championship, and we'll see where it goes from there.
Mike Tyson, Jake Paul. What are your thoughts on that fight, Bob? You've been around boxing longer than anyone. What do you make of that?
You know, I've been around a long time, but I don't remember seeing a guy who's almost approaching 60 get into a fight, a professional fight. So obviously, if this was anywhere near the real Mike Tyson, it would be a joke fight. But he's 60 years old, and while I don't consider 60 that old, I'm over 90, but 60 as for an athlete is quite old. So again, I couldn't tell you about that fight.
Now, Inoue, a tremendous win the other night. You said yesterday that he's the greatest fighter you've ever seen. Do you think he needs to go to the States? Would you think about bringing him to maybe LA perhaps or Vegas? What plans for him?
Well, again, he's a tremendous attraction in Japan. And why would he go outside of Japan to fight? I mean, it really makes very little sense. As far as the lighter weight fighters, the United States is not the center of the world for those little smaller guys. Japan is. They have the best group of lighter weight fighters that I've ever seen, and they get huge gates. So I don't see any reason why Inoue would want to leave Japan to come to the United States or any place else.